generally America enjoys a lot of support and admiration in Africa. If you talk to the average African, they have a very soft feeling towards America and world affairs. The problem began when Mr. Trump emerged. Of course, I mean, if you took a survey across the continent, I'm sure that there was more support for Hillary than Mr. Trump, naturally. One, because of her husband's tenure in office. He had a very, strong affinity for Africa. And secondly, because she herself, as Secretary of State, had, worked tirelessly towards crafting the Obama administration's policies towards Africa. So generally, I mean, there was the hope that Hillary would win. But come Mr. Trump won. And we didn't despair. We hope that, I mean, once in office, the rough edges will be smoothened so that he would become a good friend of Africa. Unfortunately, friends of America are beginning to despair. Not wholly because of the invective he used on us, but I mean, of course, that put off a lot of people. I think it was most unfortunate. But also because there are, like you yourself mentioned, almost 2 years into his administration, no substantive senior officer dealing with African affairs, and no substantive Secretary of State for Africa. That's a position that has always been filled fairly quickly, and whoever is appointed begins that, role of making the relationship as close as possible. And like you yourself said, I mean, very few high-level visits, and the anticlimax of Secretary of State Tillerson being fired when he was airborne somewhere in Africa didn't go down very well with a lot of us.